Well, I'm running for the mayor of Fargo because I think the city is in the wrong direction. One point is public safety, and the other point is how the commission runs the various boards and commissions that they have. They put unqualified people in those positions, so they're getting the wrong recommendations, in my opinion. But I go to probably half of those board meetings and commission meetings and sit and listen to them. So I thought, well, how do you change this? The only way to change this is to get involved. So that's why I made the decision to do this. I do, actually, for a couple of reasons. I actually think we should have wards or precincts, because I think that when somebody is running from a precinct or a ward, they represent the taxpayer in that area. They know what the concerns are of those homeowners and those renters, and a lot more than like what we currently have. The majority of our commission and mayor, they're from the north side of town. And not that the north side is a beautiful part of Fargo. It's like another city all in itself. I love the north side. But all our representatives coming from the north side, with the exception of the mayor, yeah, that's how I want to answer that. I would think it should be six either commissioners or council, because if we would change it if we went to the other, and a mayor. I think it shall. I like that. I would agree to that. Yes, we should, always. The reason being is what I said in the last question is it represents the people better than what we currently have. You'll know that person. It's like if I was in a ward and I was the chairman or the commissioner, they know where I live. They see me out raking my yard. They see me out playing with grandchildren. They can talk to me. They can walk up to me. They can do that now when I become mayor as well, because I'm a very personable person. But the way it is right now, it's hard to even talk to the commissioners or the mayor. Well, I think it should be done on a population level. That's where most other cities do it. In the past, I've lived in other areas besides Fargo, and we can take one that I have the most experience with would be Maple Grove. When I moved there, it was a smaller community, and we had 4 representatives and a mayor. But as we grew, we increased that up to 7 and a mayor, and then I think now there's probably 9 and a mayor. I don't live there anymore, but they based it on boundaries and future growth. Absolutely, I would do that as the mayor. Of course you should. That's where we're having problems right now. That's another reason why I'm running, because we have plenty of conflict of interests, and that it's kept under the table. At some point, we have to take people for their face value. But again, I'd have to think about how we would enforce that. But I would hope everybody would be honest. I know I would be honest. I have this little trait that when I'm not telling the truth, you'll know. Well, we would have, if we're going to use that as a must-do, must not, disclosure conflict of interest, then there would be a penalty of some sort, meaning you may not be able to vote for certain things, or however it is. That would all have to, we'd get a group of people together and we'd have to figure that out. Again, it's a commission, it's a group of individuals making a collective decision together, and I would do that. I put my 2 cents in, and there'd be 4 more that would have their 2 cents. No, I honestly think it should be after supper. I think honestly, I think it should be 7. It should be 7 till 9. It makes a lot more sense. More people could attend the meetings, more citizens, because they'd either have their children fed, picked up, either to bed or however, and then a lot of people are just getting off of work. 5 o'clock is a difficult time to, if you're out on the south side of Fargo and you want to get downtown, that means you have to leave at 4:20, and it's a hard commute, because that is, as you know, living in Fargo, there's not much traffic, but there is traffic for 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes at night, and those are the times. Yeah, I don't know why. That's a weird. I know it is that time because I go to the meetings, but it's strange. Absolutely. The more that the general public gets involved in lawmaking and policy, the better. Everybody feels like they're part of it then, and it's just not. It's just not the 5 persons that you elected, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Everybody's thought patterns change as your life changes. So you should have that opportunity to make those decisions yourself. Yes, they shall. Yeah, or yes, they should. I mean, I know they currently do for the mayor, but I guess you can go to court and get that changed. Or, I mean, that was kind of a conflict there with it. But I think the city of Fargo, you should have, in my opinion, 2 terms. 2 terms is it, and you can't come back after that. You can serve on a board or on a commission, but being a leader, no, it should just be 2 terms, because you want more ideas. You want young people involved and engaged. That's how you make the right decisions going forward. Because again, everybody's life changes. Change is really what we're all about. Me as 63-year-old man, I enjoy change. People may say differently, but I wouldn't be here today if there wasn't change. I'm just saying that as a general term. No, I do not. I am not a real fan of the full-time mayor's position. I know it's a growing community, and yes, you can always create jobs for yourself. But in the whole scheme of things, if you're an organized person and you bring more people on board and you give more people opportunity to make some of these decisions, there should be no reason that you couldn't do it as on a part-time basis. I'm not saying that if we increase our population by a third more, maybe at that time you could look at it. But at 26,000 for a commissioner and roughly double that, 60, I think. Like again, it's not life-changing money for me. It's not going to change my life. I'm not running for the money. I'm running to get us back on board and to participate in things going forward. Well, again, by term limits for sure. I mean that makes it just very simple. And then getting as many people involved, people with experience. We have a lot of our citizens have a lot of experience in these boards that we have in these commissions, and we don't seem to put those people on those. We put our friends on there. Me personally, I would never do that. I would put people who are experienced in those areas. It would be like putting me on a construction board, determining if the foundation is strong enough to hold a 20-floor building. I have nothing to do with that. But if I was the friend of the mayor and he put me on there, yeah, we already have that happening right now in our city. We need to put experienced people willing to serve and put their time in on the right positions. That's what a manager does, and I'm a good manager. They should be compensated for the basic things. Obviously they're going to spend a couple hours on these meetings. They should be fed, and their time and effort. I mean, we can come up with salary. If they have to get sitters to do this in the evening, we would make sure that. We would try to limit the things that we do as a whole if they're working. I mean, everybody works different shifts here, so we'd take that into consideration. But yes, answering your question in a minimal amount. Yes, I've learned a lot in this little Mayoral race. I raised a little bit of money, and I'm using 99% of my own money. I have run into a couple of candidates that got quite a big war chest, and it's crazy. I mean, for the amount of money they're spending, it makes you think who is behind them. It really, at the end of the day, in the past, the mayoral candidate wasn't running commercial after commercial after commercial 60 days before the election. And presidential candidates don't do that. If you look at it, the scope that you had to sign up by, 63 days before the election, yeah, it's nuts. There's a lot of money there, and you're just seeing the touch of it. Well, I think people would want to participate more with a mayor like me, because I'm a pretty friendly guy. I'm always out there on the corner shaking your hand, telling you it's a nice day, and wow, isn't Fargo such a great place to live? I work in the hospitality industry for 45 years. I didn't get where I was for keeping my mouth shut. I go forward and I'm friendly with everybody, even if I have some a little spike against them, or they have against me. I think people want to participate because they'll want to work and see their city grow in the right direction. For public safety, for a clean environment, family friendly, safe, good parks, good schools. I mean, Fargo has it all. We just got to stay on track. Well, they can learn more about me by going online to voteborgie.com. That's VOTEBORGIE, one word.com. It's all there. Everything you need to know about me is there. You can contact me, and if you see me out and about, just ask me. I'll tell you.